So over on your left, we have a 1997 Kirby G5, and on your right, we have a Kirby Avalier. Now, the Avalier right here has had a tech drive problem in 2017 where it wouldn't fully disengage. Now we have a G5 with a problem a Centuria 1 I did. The tech drive would actually not work. It's not working right somehow. And I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm going to look a little deep. Tonight want to look a little deeper and see if we can figure out what's going on. If the tech drive is just running a little weaker, or if something is wrong with its disengaging thing. So I already went ahead and tried it out. And if you saw it first, it wouldn't work, but then after a second, it worked. So what I'm curious is what's going is, so we know the tech drive works. The wheels spin. So the tech drive is indeed working. So now let's use it and see, and I'm gonna use it a couple times with it disengaged, and then I'm gonna put it in drive, and then we're gonna see what it's like. That was it disengaged. Now let's try it engaged. So I think I figured out right there what's going on with this guy. So I don't think the problem is that the tech drive's running a little weaker or wheels aren't spinning. But I think what's going on is that something's not right with somewhere where you push. So you guys know how this handle goes back and forth when you try to push it, right? This little spring assembly right here. So I think somewhere in the connection to where this handle connects to the tech drive, something must be wrong with its connection, or something must be wrong where the tech drive works in that area. Something must be wrong because the tech drive, it's not weak at all. It will actually push, but it's inconsistent and it's not as strong as it should be. So I'm thinking it's not the tech drive and it's not the handle spring working itself. It must be somewhere where it connects, and it must be either where the tech drive connects to it or where the handle spring does. Because I know there's a back part to the tech drive where it connects to that assembly that connects to this handle spring. So it's one of those two. So I definitely want to take it apart and look into that. And in fact, I'll try out my Avalier here and see if it's different. So let's try it with it in neutral. So that was actually a little weird. So the Avalier was actually, so what I calculated is that the Avalier is actually more difficult to push than a G5 in neutral. But then in drive, the Avalier is easier to push than this one. So that brings up a whole nother question. So is it not engaging either, or is it not disengaging either, or what's going on? I'm guessing it definitely is not the tech drive, because I'm actually getting a little bit out of it through pushing it back. It's definitely not as strong as it should be, but I'm getting a little bit of help pushing it back from the tech drive. So I'm guessing what that means is that somewhere where the tech drive connects to the handle spring, something's going on in there that, since something's going to have to be fixed in there. Because it's definitely not the tech drive pedals. The tech drive pedals still work. Yeah, the tech drive pedals still work. There's no question about that. The tech drive pedals are still working like they should. It's actually the main unit itself that, no, not the main unit. It's somewhere where the tech drive pedals connect to the handle spring. Something's going on in there. So I'm probably going to take it apart. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to take it apart, and I'll make a video of that too, so stay tuned.